Good morning, April 16th. Today is a Tuesday. I'm going to do some MLB bets. I'm going to let you guys know what I'm betting on. Let's hope that things go better than they've been going recently. All right, so Yankees, Blue Jays. That's going to be the first play for me. I'm taking the Yankees money line. And the reasoning behind this is the Yankees have the hotter lineup at the moment. As you know, the way these two teams have started the year, the Yankees lineup is just a little bit hotter than the Blue Jays lineup. Also, I give the Yankees a slight pitching edge. I think Carlos Rodon is better than Yusei Kikuchi. Be aware, though, Yusei Kikuchi has very good history against the Yankees. He shut them down several times last year. But if you're going to give me a pick between those two at even money, I have to take Carlos Rodon. I just think he's a better pitcher. Also, the Yankees bullpen is one of the best in the league, and the Blue Jays bullpen has gotten off to a bit of a rough start. So the Yankees have clearly the better bullpen. They have the hotter hitting lineup, and I also think they have the better starting pitcher. Give me the Yankees money line at even odds. They've lost 2 in a row. I think they're going to get back on track here. All right, let's move on to game 2. It's going to be Pirates at the Mets. Jared Jones for the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against Jose Quintana for the New York Mets. Okay, I'm on the Pirates money line here. And the reasoning behind that is that Jared Jones, I'm very high on this kid. This kid looks really special. He's started 3 games this year. He has shut down 2 solid lineups. He shut down the Phillies. He got no run support in that game, and they ended up losing that game, unfortunately, because he had no run support. But he has 25 strikeouts, just 2 walks on the year. It's going to be the first time that all these Mets hitters are going to see him. Against righties this year, the Mets have struggled. The Mets are hitting lefties very well this year. The Mets are hitting .289 against left-handed pitching. Against right-handed pitching, the Mets are batting just .230. So that's a 60-point difference in the batting average. And the other stats will affect that too. You can go look at the slugging. You can go look at the on-base percentage. Go look at the OPS. All the important stats on hitting. The Mets have struggled against right-handed pitching. So I think Jared Jones is in a good spot here to shut them down. You look at all the Mets' best hitters, a lot of them hit from the right side. Francisco Alvarez, Pete Alonso, Starling Marte. These guys all hit from the right side. Those are important bats in their lineup. Also I think the Pirates lineup, in terms of hitting, they're much hotter than the Mets are right now. And also, Jose Quintana for the Mets, I didn't say this yet. I think he sucks. I think he's really bad. He was an Angel a couple years ago. He was an epic failure there. I think he had a better year last year, and he's off to a good start this year. Maybe he's turned a corner. I don't know what happens when people come to Anaheim. I don't know why every pitcher sucks when they come here, and then when they go somewhere else and they do great. I don't understand it. But I don't think highly of Jose Quintana, and I think he's an auto fade for most of this year. And I'm going to fade him here in this spot. I think the Pirates are primed to get a win. Hotter lineup, better starting pitcher. In terms of bullpens, that's going to be something interesting. Both teams have really good bullpens so far this year. So I would say those are both equal. But yeah, I'm going to take a chance on Pirates money line as pick 2. Pick 3, it's going to be the Royals versus the White Sox. It's Brady Singer for the Kansas City Royals going up against a player making his major league debut for the Chicago White Sox, Jonathan Cannon. Brady Singer has been amazing this year. He's 2-0 with a 0.98 ERA. He's looked really good, and I think he is really good. I think he's a really good pitcher. I'm going to be trying to back him as much as possible this year. Jonathan Cannon is a guy they've just called up from AAA because they're desperate. I've looked at his numbers from the minors over the past few years. He's not good. It's not like he's lighting up the minors. No, he actually got sent down. He was in Double-A And he got sent down because he was struggling in Double A. So he actually finished last year in high Single A ball. This year, they started him out in Triple A because of how desperate the White Sox are. They have no pitching, just nobody at all. They're that bad. That's why this guy's getting the start today. So I think the Royals have a clear starting pitching edge. I think the Royals obviously have a clearly better lineup in terms of hitting, and they have clearly the better bullpen. And also, the Royals have covered this spread in 4 out of 5 meetings this year between these two teams. Everything points towards the Royals covering this spread today. So taking the Royals minus 1.5 against the White Sox as pick 3. Pick 4, we head over to Houston, where the Braves will be visiting the Houston Astros. It's Reynaldo Lopez for the Braves going up against Hunter Brown for the Astros. This one was a little bit tricky, I'm not going to lie. And I'm on the Braves money line here. I'm also want to say for this game, if you took the over, I would say that's a good pick. And I also considered playing the over as well. For me, it was a really hard decision to take the over or to take the Braves money line. I had already placed a bet on the Braves money line last night. So when I was looking at the games, just about an hour ago, I did get the idea of taking the over, and I was maybe thinking of double betting the game, but I decided I don't want to double bet the game, so I already have Braves money line. I'm going to roll with that. But if you take the over in this game, I actually co-sign that. I think it's a good play. I think the Braves have a slightly hotter lineup at this moment. I think they have clearly the pitching edge, as we've seen Hunter Brown, what he did last time out against the Royals. That was just pitiful. He couldn't get out of the first inning. He gave up 9 earned runs, gave up, I think, 11 hits in the first inning. That was just, honestly, it was just sad. So hopefully, I don't think he's going to bounce back. He's going up against a team that is the best lineup in baseball. He's going up against a team that is, the Braves against right-handed pitching this year have been scary. They're batting .314 against righties this year. Their OPS is almost 900 as a team. This is a team batting average. That is insane. They're hitting almost 50 points better. I'm sorry. They're hitting almost 40 percentage points better. I should not say that. No, I'm sorry. I'm saying it wrong. They're hitting .314 against right-handed pitching. And then against left-handed pitching, the Braves are hitting .277. So they're hitting righties better than they're hitting lefties so far this year. Hunter Brown sucks. He's not off to a good start. I don't think he's good. I think he's pretty much an auto fade. Reynaldo Lopez doesn't have the best history against this Astros lineup. That's one thing that concerns me. He's gotten hit around by a good amount of these guys. I saw Reynaldo Lopez with the Angels last year. I actually was impressed by him. I think he's pretty good. I think there will be runs scored in this game. I think the Astros could score runs off Lopez. I definitely think the Braves are going to score runs off Brown. But in the end, I'm taking a chance on the Braves money line. I got it at a good value last night at minus 115. It's up to minus 125 now, so I'm going to roll with it. But I also like the over in that game. All right, game 5. Cubs Diamondbacks. Okay, this ball game is being played in Arizona. The starting pitchers are Kyle Hendricks for the Chicago Cubs going up against Tommy Henry for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay, Kyle Hendricks faced the Diamondbacks twice last season. He went 11 innings pitched combined, giving up 5 earned runs. That's not very good against this Diamondbacks lineup. This year, he's 0-2 with a 12.08 ERA. And so he's off to a horrible start this season. Tommy Henry has never faced this Cubs lineup. So nobody in that lineup has ever faced him. So that should be interesting to see. He is 0-1 this year with a 5.79 ERA. I don't think he's very good. I don't think Tommy Henry is good. Based off what I saw from him last year and based off what I've seen from him earlier this year, I don't think he's a good pitcher. I like this Cubs lineup. They do hit slightly worse against lefties than they hit against righties, but they should be able to get some runs off of Tommy Henry. I think the Diamondbacks are for sure going to get some runs off of Kyle Hendricks just because we've seen how bad he is. But looking at the splits for the Diamondbacks, ooh, that's interesting. They have struggled against righties. They've done very well against lefties. Well, I'm already on the over here, so I've got the over 10. I just think both starting pitchers are bad, and I think both lineups can hit the ball. One cause for concern is, the Diamondbacks do struggle against right-handed pitching, and the Cubs, there's not really much of a difference for the Cubs. A slight difference, but Cubs do slug better against lefties. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm on the over in the Cubs-Diamondbacks game, over 10 runs there. More of just a fade of both starting pitchers. And also I like both offenses as well. And then we finally get to our last play of the game. It's pick six. Last play of the day. It's pick six. It's going to be the Dodgers at home against the Nationals. My God, what have the Dodgers been doing? They've just lost 4 out of the last 5 games. They lost the series to the Padres, which was pretty unexpected. They just lost game 1 to the Nationals with Tyler Glasnow on the mound. What's going on up there in LA? I thought they were supposed to win 105 games. I thought that was a lock. I thought they were the best team in baseball by far. I guess we're starting to see some flaws here. And their bullpen's horrible. Let's just say that the way it is. They have no bullpen. I actually don't think they're going to win the World Series. I think there's value on teams everywhere else. Do not bet the Dodgers to win the World Series because, dude, how are they going to get through the playoffs? Their bullpen is horrible. They're horrible. They really have only one guy that you're confident. Like, Evan Phillips is the only guy that I'm confident in that bullpen. Everyone else is actually horrible. But yeah, so let's get to the pick here. I'm done ranting on the Dodgers. Sorry. So I'm on the over in this game, over 9.5 total runs. The reasoning for that, Patrick Corbin is the starting pitcher for the Nationals. The Dodgers have not announced a starting pitcher yet. What does that mean? Well, for me, I've looked at their starting pitchers over the last 6 days, and what that tells me is that they actually have nobody available because, you know what, let's just pull it up so I can, I'll just pull it up. So, pretty much they've used everyone within a 5-day span, and now they have nobody available. They're going to have to call somebody up from AAA, or they're going to have to do a bullpen game. So yesterday, obviously, they used Tyler Glasnow, so he's unavailable. The day before yesterday, they used James Paxton, so he's unavailable. The day before that, they used Yavin Stone, so he's unavailable. The day before that, they used Yoshinobu Yamamoto, so he's unavailable. So that's 4 guys that are unavailable for the Dodgers. They're not going to use any of those guys today. You go to the next day, they had the day off. And then you go to the next day, and it was Bobby Miller. So one would say, oh, it's going to be Bobby Miller who's going to start for the Dodgers, right? No, he's on the injured list. That's the big problem for the Dodgers. So they have no starting pitcher for today. It's either going to be a bullpen day with one of the worst bullpens in baseball, the LA Dodgers, or they're going to bring somebody up from AAA for just a spot start, desperation. I don't know who it would be, but I'm fading whoever it is. And I'm fading the Dodgers bullpen as well. Patrick Corbin is horrible. I don't need to read his numbers, but I will. Patrick Corbin, let me bring him up. The guy is 0-2 with an 8.44 ERA. He's going up against one of the scariest lineups in baseball. I think the Dodgers are going to be keen to score runs, considering they've lost 4 of their last 5 games. I think the Dodgers will score 6 or 7 by themselves. I think the Nationals will also score a good amount of runs, considering the Dodgers bullpen is absolutely horrible, and it's probably going to be a bullpen day for the Dodgers. So I'm on the over 9.5 runs in this Nationals-Dodgers game as pick 6. That's my 6 plays for the day on April 16th, Tuesday. And let's see how we do. Let's hope for better results than we've had the last couple of times out. I need a 6-0 day badly. Let's go.